Welcome everyone to part 6 of this 7-part adventure. So now we're making our way from the Sani Pass all the way to Rhodes, outside of Lesotho, going through the kingdom in the mountains. This was definitely my highest bucket list, the main one. So here you can see the rondavels. So the difference between the rondavels here, beautiful wild horses we saw. Oh, amazing. So the difference is that they use the rocks from the area, the mountain areas, and then Transkei has the clay, the mud bricks. So that's the difference, but also the rondavel setup. Beautiful. Here it gets extremely cold, easily snows. There you can see more of the wild horses. That truck got properly stuck. I think if you get stuck here, you get properly stuck. It's one or the other. But amazing terrain. Really happy we did it this time of the year yet again. Just look at that, just so special. And then we had a little chat because we were running a little bit late. We were supposed to stay on top of Sani Top that previous night, but because of my battery failure, we had to do the whole Sani Pass and Lesotho in one day. It was quite intense, but epic. So here you can see we kind of pushed up the pace a little bit. It seemed like we were going to get there quite late because of the speed we were doing. We were doing about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour maximum on the gravel routes. But then eventually we got to the tarred roads. How beautiful is that river? And here we actually hit the tar roads, so then we could pick up a little bit of speed. That was like riding on a dragon's back. You can see then views on both sides. There you can see the road. Beautiful, amazing scenery on both sides. Here Murray is just loving life coming at me. Very nice. Yeah, the weather luckily played in our favor. And then coming around this just mountain after mountain, there you can see the stone rondavels with the thatch roofing. And amazing, like all these twisties. It was one thing that there was enough of, was these twisties on the gravels and on the tar. And it was so fun. So we got to a roadblock, and the police officer saw how far we still needed to go. So he just let us go quick. This is then the Bushman's Pass. So when we got to this section, we knew we were done with the main mountain scene. This was moving more into the valley, the Bushman's Pass, there you can see. So we made our way down into that area, and here we're reaching almost the accommodation. The bridge washed away with the storm, so that was a little makeshift. And this is now where we're entering Malealea Lodge. So this is Malealea. I can fully recommend it. Maluti beer is then the local beer they serve there. Really nice. Look at it. So you can see Lesotho. So we started at Underberg. We went up the route to Sani Pass. Then we made our way up towards the turnoff to the A1. That's the route going down there, the A1, all the squiggly wigglies. We got to Tapateka, and then the A3 is the red route going all the way to the west. So we followed that. We got to Mazanot, and then we turned down. Sorry for the shakiness. And then we turned from the A2, which is the main road, to Matalile, and then to Malealea. So here's then a little scenic shot of Malealea. Beautiful. That's the campsite and the lodge itself. And you can just see that was a nice little sunset. So the next day, we planned a little outride. We wanted to do some waterfalls, Semonkong and Ramabanta. But the rain actually caught up with us. So you could see like a front coming through the mountain, and we just got destroyed. So we had to live to fight another day. Unfortunately, Murray put the girl down on that one section. The clay can get super slippery here. So it was all fun. And how beautiful is the views. It's just around every corner. Oh, amazing. There's the local ladies. And here we arrived back at the accommodation again. Here you can see then the camp setup. There's Kaimani, my girl. That's my tent, and then Murray's. Beautiful. You can see a little flyover. Now I can fully recommend Malealea. Beautiful little area. So we kind of planned. We did 2 nights in Malealea. Here you can see the little labyrinth. There was actually a wedding happening, so there were big celebrations. You could hear the locals all around the lodge. Just celebrating for the one wedding. So here we were leaving the campsite. That lady loved the motorcycle, so she wanted to send us off. There's the locals saying goodbye. It's amazing how those taxis can go through that bad terrain. So this is now us making our way to the border, or the Teli River, at the Teli border. And on our way there, we met some of the locals. They wanted to get a nice photo shoot with Murray. And then as he went off, they wanted to get a photo shoot with me. So they were loving it. It's amazing, the locals there, just loving life. So this is now still on that route. As you can see, here's the local shepherds. Beautiful, the blankets they wear. I love those blankets. I've got 2 of them. It's very warm blankets. They help you out. And here's the little scenery just around us. So green. You can see how slippery that is. There's Murray, loving it. And look at that. Luckily, that section was hard pack. But here we got to this hill. And this was a slippery one. So Murray got stuck in that rut. Tried to get out onto the hard pack section, but eventually realized it's just best to just man it up that rut there. So he's stuck in the rut and got through it. I got my girl luckily over without any help. And here we reached the telly. So now we're out already of Lesotho, and this is now the route heading towards Rhodes. This is now making our way to Lundeans Neck. There's the local cattle. Beautiful riding those parts. It's beautiful. So this is as we exited the telly, we went on the pass heading towards Rhodes. It started raining nicely, but the rocks were shining so beautifully. It was very special. And here we reached the top by Lundeans Neck. 2,170 meters, and they say that on the sign there you can see one of the most underrated big gravel passes. Beautiful scenery there with the weeping willows. A lot of weeping willows in that area, and just look at that. Just how can you explain the beauty of those mountains? And then we saw these majestic horses. That was quite special. We put the motorcycles off, showed respect. Look at that, and here's the third one. Oh, beautiful. Those white horses. Oh, don't worry, you're also beautiful. But that was a special moment. There's more of the weeping willows. And then we reached the Alpine Swift campsite. We met up with another rider, Neil, with an 850 GS. And then we had a nice braai that evening. And then the next day we made our way towards, look at that, we got up to the highest contour road in South Africa, 2,666 meters. And this is us now coming down from Naude's Neck back towards Rhodes. And in the next part, we're going to be going from Rhodes to Hogsback. We're doing Baviaans, and we making our way towards Cape Town. So this is a beautiful scenery. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. The final part's coming up, and then we'll finish off. And then Neil will also start featuring. So now we're 3 riders. But yeah, see you guys then in part 7.